So yaba mu nyina ba chema ba kwa ba e de ba bedwam dwumade so da se kese koma Sister Sunday be guy. The fire for fire extension on our sepe. Oh boy. Obia sabe kale share. Obia sabe kale share. Sister Sunday be a guy. Thank you for our sepe. Yeah, or the buy. Free sabre kopem se ebo be donko. And the honey no. A honey note. This is the last day. Yeah, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. The last day, yeah, on Ghana phobia encounter through Parliament. And then the last day, and the Chemua, on Ghana for a year, as our leader, as our commander, as our president. That he moves into the arena and the league of former presidents. So by God's grace, on the 7th of January 2025, we are going to have 2 living former presidents. Yetonko so mo mpaye me mpanifo na ontra senche. Na wonfo onim de enu osusuye entai o man kanko echi. Bede de akwesi esia eti na no penko me ba bede nyina etiawa ye be komra hye bedwafiem ni akwakohwe ahombo a mrahyeadwafo aye ede etwen the arrival of President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo be deliver the last state of the nation address na afei so anpai ye ba bon kontre kakra ede akwakohwe the last state of the nation address former president now president elect of the republic John Dramani Mahama Emekiye on the 5th of January 2017. Also, that was the last State of the Nation address on a Ghana 4 year son work as a former president for 8 years. It is a book company akwakohwe na afensu ye book company so akwakohwe Ghana Statistical Service report 2016 for specific. Wa bra na ye ba beto aba na se eto aba ewie no se na Ghana economy etie. Ye ni say nyina de ababe compare ne Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ne ole betu dwa eho ne ahunu ne okono oja oman ajapade ne oja oman eka ne oja oman project bi a ye betimi ato aso de afri ba bi a wode esiye so kuma ba bedina no pay no we are just only setting the record straight for people to appreciate obi adwuma wababeye wabra onya mre se osom Ghana fo say 4 years say 8 years say whatever number of years and any pakrotimi di Ghana banyu akese so no obeye president of the republic oye bibi wanye bibi die no oye die na wanye anon komane babeli so quick man for enko highlight of John Mahama's last state of the nation address or the ebaye on the 5th of January 2017. Enyema na okono obo Ghana fo amane se waye enne wogya no kire ehun pimpinim ana no pay ye de ebro so let me take you first so okay so when it comes to education also the excess of 2,000 dilapidated schools popularly referred to as schools under trees have been replaced. Teachers are more available and are more evenly distributed than in the past. Teacher absenteeism is down from 27% to below 9%. This has led to more engagement hours between teachers and students. So according to former President Mahama then, Abra na all free abenya so as a Ghana man penino. Now I see Sukua ade be yin betimi aboa ame ye mofra atimi anya baabi atradisuafo ba be se empimienu ene ekire no watimi aboa ame asi ano kwan. Ama free ye ye disuafo dodo na free enwiase ye yi school dodo na de free enwiase sema entra enwiase biem nkwada entra enwiase biem enkonkosua de na wo say afenso wo ba be free abanyaso no as of 5th January 2017 na atechefo a entanko school atechefo kubolo teacher absenteeism before oba no na ya around 27%, but all kono na above from to about 9%. This according to former President John Dramani Mahama as of 5th January 2017. You are now free abenyaso. When it comes to the education sector, ade anu o say what me aye ehonum. So we read the education sector. Remember video bi am wahwe. No ties what kan ye about ye education sector abra na oba before. Man fa go the next one still on education. Ye former President John Dramani Mahama and more here answer the woja or may at one when it comes to education. The construction and population of 47 newly built community-day senior high schools means more students are able to continue their education beyond the basic level instead of dropping out. So according to former President Mahama, as of 5 January 2017, na okono. Na a year near friend community-day senior high school, ye blocks. Obeka ye blocks here a buy. No see a move 47 and then we see 47 and I know we see. As of the time I know you're president of the republic. No, we see 47. These are highlights of the last State of the Nation address you are the Kotuja on the 5th day of January 2017. So still on education, former President John Dramani Mahama abrana ofri omei abenya eso ene niema na osiwaye ede ama omei ya no di eja omei ewono ede manfa ko me next slide na afehwe. So the performance at both the basic education certificate examinations and the West Africa Secondary School Certificate Examination, that's BC and WASI, have seen remarkable improvement. The very last batch of BC students recorded the highest number of students obtaining a raw score of above 500 marks in the history of the examination. So according to former President John Dramani Mahama, abela na wo free on my Ghana ebenya so se Ghana mampeni in 2017. No also share a modern more the suafo a etwe BC any wasi no wabo a ebere obeso man Ghana wie ya na okono na saa modern no abaye ensena ho a eburo sena ho nyina eso na kwada no pass omo exams no na breso no wo free Ghana benwa se Ghana mampeni no na ehun sena ho no abeburo sena ho nyina so. So I say now additional for na marks na buy no na over 500 marks, and that was the highest in the history of Ghana and so emu. That was the highest in the history of Omei and social emu, according to former President John Dramani Mahama. The next time I Mount Shep and Peneda John Dramani Mahama last conversation in Ghana for ADM. So back to still on education. The progressively free secondary education program, and I wish we have absorbed the major fees paid by day students, has this year 2016 been extended to cover 140,000 boarding students. So Obekaya, before Mampenda da Bahamane NDC abamba na year in 2017 no. Omri Alibeya your friend no Progressive Free Senior High School. Ya na ye se echia school fees at the ma wana eko as day student to our secondary school. Now according to former President Mahama on 5th January 2017, it was saying as of 2016, now omo extending the progressive free secondary education amna kwa kosu omo a omoda boarding house. It's about 140,000 students in our boarding house also benefited from the free progressive secondary education program on the buy. This according to former President John Dramani Mahama. So aside the day students now, no abandon statute or no and enroll for boarding students, or absorbing fees for 140,000 boarding students as part of the progressively free secondary education. Eti enche yabeko mrache bedwafiem na yakwa kohwe ne ekoso enso ono. So quickly yakwa ne yakohwe former President John Dramani Mahama asmode tuja when it comes to the education sector. So the main trust my member video no edit actual na otie and somebody etu for the last state of the nation address. So this tertiary education. I say construction of additional public universities the Bono for region at that time near ni echichemu na yenye the Bono half and the Bono east near ni at that time near the 10 regions. So I say construction of additional public universities in the Bono Ahafo and Volta regions have improved access to university education. Shortcutting for start of work on the University of Environment and Sustainable Development in the Eastern region. So according to former President Mahama, before number 3 Abenya Sono, now was see Suapomienu, Bako ewa den Brafo, and Bako and so ewa Framantemo. Now before number 3 Abemono, no was saying what the social abo from here no see Babesi University of Environment and Sustainable Development here no a Puyamantemo. So eba it will say you wash the basic, you wash the secondary, and if you do tertiary. So these are the encompassed of education sector. No, basically is the basic, the secondary, and the tertiary. The secondary which we got from the upper basic. And now or see about tertiary now. Tertiary no university, polytechnic, training colleges. Yeah, eke kahoni nyana. Now I see when it comes to universities pa dia. Or be kono no asi suapomi nu e wo maimu. Suapomi na ba ko e wo Bono afamantemu, ana ba ko so aframantemu. Ana no san so the so abofo mu ayesi University of Environment and Sustainable Development. Yeah, eno e wo Eastern region. So this according to former President John Dramani Mahama. Adia no chimo ye and sana o free o my Ghana abenya so these are the highlights of the last State of the Nation address. Yeah, and sana on the Ghana for AD and Papa Mu ese ye mampeni on my emu. So my next slide and so any eti mamenko mrashe bedwafiem sesiye emra na yani amane boni Ohene Amponsah enkoche ekmoni ahwese na efi wonum ete na pem say ayide so abesi nondu de na efi ni aboma atwen the arrival of His Excellency. Ohene Amponsah so to me cafe, dear na koso ma shege fima no pain.
Hello.
Ohene to me ka. Let's say Ohene Amponsah na.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Okay. Ohene ti beto ka dia. Then yanko.
Hello.
Me for the send
hello, sir. Yes, mete wonka se yema eye yahwefo nyina akwaba edeba eye Ghana emrahye bedwafia sei. Na wonim se nana redankwa Akufo-Addo obabedi mampani emfie mako enwotwe nie. Na sene mamra no ekye no afibia no ewo se oba emrahye bedwafia sei na one Ghana fo ebetwi nkomo na wohwe bia woso oman ne mu na baabi odi ababeduro sa wohwe sector by sector ni nyina no ewo se odeba na obeka eho asem edekire eye oman no nene eye da edi kan na redankwa Akufo-Addo eba fia sei na ode sa nsem no ababetudwa ubedu hanom akwesi efi ahemachi aba bedu hanom no sa wohwe ene de bambo no sonko aposifo asojafo ene wonuanom a eka mo ho nyina aba na ansa kra na baba hyen mrahye bedwafia sei no wo se wode wa hyen so de edekire na wo hu se ampa baba bedi dwuma potin bi ofie hanom ansa na yama wo ede aba afe uba na so be wuramu nso a enei me ne okasa nche bia na afe asojafo na afe nso bambofo a woni kuta enkama akese woni ede be sase efie hanom ede be sra bebia na wo hwe se bibia etimi ekoso sedia ekoso na mrahye bedwafia se de enipa no aye ready anase wona ye krado se wona ababeti omampani na no die nsem a wode atudwa enche ekwesi ma yenko na yenhwe eye chamber ho babia eye nsem no ebetimi ede akoso enche ye na ye boy ano ba se empanifo ehwe se biaya jumedie no bebe koso no wo se ye hwe se bibia ekoso wano na ye emuhu se bibia akoyie na fe emrahye bedwafo no so wonso betimi aba na o be di dwuma me no ka say de ade a asojafo ade asojafo e na fe nso so aposifo so wona ba na bambo nsem de ye de bibia ato na akwan mu na wonim se efi abra ye share ka bimemka bi amamuyi ase no amampani ahodo a won aba konyina no obia edu abra wo gyamu de ama obi foforo a ono ba no de oman no ho bra se de awabo no de ababeto edwa sa wo kaya Flight Lieutenant J. John Lawrence abe oba be kono ono nso so de nsem bi se ebabeto dwa amampani John Ajukum Kufuor nso so eba emrase bedwa fiase eno no nso ode ebi ebeto dwa Yewura Tamils the first time a wo wi ono nso ba ye na face Yewura John Dramani Mahama nso so eno nso ede ba ya ansana amampani na Adom Akufo-Addo enso ebeji ede efiom enti ebeka se ahosiesie ene ahobambo a ye hwe ne ye de niyama nyina ato akwan mu ansa na Adom Akufo-Addo aba ne de ebetimi aka se bibia no eda ene kwan so a ye hwe kwan se empanifo betimi ahye adwumadie no ase kwasi
ti Ohene Amponsah ena ya tere ti Ohene yenti asem ye hwe ase se ena adwumadie ne brebe na e hye ase
enti we eye biaya ye de eye imrahye bedwa no ede babaji omampani abababa na ne dwumadie no nso a won obabe ye no so wode ebabetu dwa enti no ye wo hanam se ye hwe se Adom brand bibia beto fami wo ha bia no yemfa nkame ya hwefo minim se wote menka na minim se wo asembusa bia obebusa de a
okay enti Ohene na mbisa ne ye se ye hwe nim se enne ebrebe na mrahye jafo no etena se ebrebe na mo hwe nim se mampena na Adom Akufo-Addo so ba be piem na odna no disem ede atodwa
ebra ye ba be start anase be hye dwumadie yase no ne nyina ne se no mampani na Adom sabri ye hwe kwan se enkrofo won ebeba speaker baba betena edwemu afen so mrahye bedwafo baba betena edwemu ye hwe kwan se empanifo won kan bi ewomu ewo man Ghana mu edu sabre yi a amampani adadafo so etimi edeba afe omampani abedi akire nso baba betena se ansa na mampani nuamu aba na mampani nuamu eba ye na chese ade a ye hye dwumadie no ase na mom sa wo hwe nkrata mu de a na ye hwe kwan se yebe nondu ebremu de na chese omampani Adom Akufo-Addo ababe piemu ewofiase na wode the State of the Nations address ede ababeto omanfo nanim na akwasi endurada abraye baaye no ye ne mrahye bedwafo bi ekasa ye efa enioma akoso ewo mfie wotwe a na Adom Akufo-Addo ochima PC ebefa banwa no na wotena asese mampani eniema bi akoso enioma waye abra sa wohwe mu wona wone ti nifa so meche the majority caucus no wone kase wo bo mampani abaso ewo enioma waye sector by sector wohwe humesua apomudene na afi ne yeka ho no a wone gidi se ade mampani ebai aboa oman no na ne mpuntu nso akonanim na mom sa wotie ye dom kuma no nso so di hia wone kire se nei sa wo hwe se bia ho kire de aba na afi nso enioma bi a yekeka fa aban ho na friends perception of corruption ni ade a wo hwe mu mampani no sebi ontimi enka bibi poti enfa ho eno kire se ne nyina no oman no ade a ne mpuntu esi ni tirase na ne nyina mu no wone kire se enya ade a omampani ba etwa toyi niema no de ensem no waka pi nanso no dodo no ana wontimi enyeye nanso dom kese ne wone wagitu mu se Omampani na Danko Akufo-Addo ade a obetna eye abenwa isu wadi dwumaso no aboa amampuntuo so etimi ede akomenim na kwasi enede nsakire bebre ene bekoso ewofiase wonim se nche na mrahye bedwafo yi wo sorry so no ene nyankropon adom yenya eye clerk to Parliament for Frokra ene ye pa ne ho ntomo no ena wabedi dwuma a ye frɛ no Ebenezer Jetro ono ena na oye deputy clerk esane se Cyril Kwabena insia ono ena woye clerk no okọ na homegiemu nti no eno nso so ye nsachaya ewo ho no mu ansa na emrahye bedwafo no wona babetwe omudin yato abade amom no ma chocho omudin no ma registration no ansa na mo nso so ye beji omato nanso ene de because attention nyina ewo na Danko Akufo-Addo ne nsem a ode babeto dwa ede afa oman no
mrahye bedwafo no dodo na anhyeda emaye but ugeji muda ewo mrahye bedwafim word mu a ete say ne ama awrusie bi eba enipa mu ama ne ama awrewo ewura enipa bi mu ana se na mrahye bedwafie no anopa ni mood no etie
enti so wo hwe ye coverage a wo hwe ye coverage a ye hwe se Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ni Sona na se nsem o de ba beka ede afa oman no ne nsiesie e na fe nso so ne ntotoye sede ya etie e na ye hwe na ye twa homfoni ede abro no ye hwe se ye betimi ahyen eye chamber no mu ankasa na ehu sede ya ekoso e wo chamber ni mu ene sede ya enioma ekoso ewo eye imrahye bedwafiase so wo hwa yenya ahobambofo nsem kyese nsem a yede ababetudwa na ye kyerɛ sɛ ene de bibia betimi akoso enuti so wo hwa posifo na fenso even marshal department a won na wo hwɛ bambo nsem ewo fia so so yade a won so so bibia no bibia eda ne kwan mu a ne nyina no ye hwɛ emom no yahu se ade a emrahye bedwafo no enya ade a wo ba bedu de nanso so wo hwɛ minsa enifa so ewo no mu a this
bambofo ena ogu wonhyem die so kon betimi afa so atoto ama bambo etimi awie peyo ehwo adwuma enom ye mrahye bedwafim yama ne boni Ohene Amponsah otonkra edi from mrahye bedwafim edi ma ono so na di amanebo efronom enso ede ebre so hwe public gallery ho ma ba bia amanfo ne nsantwerefo ekokotena etwere nsem ko ne ekoso mrahye bedwafim na oso se nsantwerefo ahyase ebobo woni ema se ne be ye abredu na se empanifo ba betena se dwumede na hyehye so asabio onhwere bibia ehodom me hade fo nso so person mo hwe bi nso no wo se bi nso ahyase ewura emu entem because se ne efio be yenti so be so kwona so wan kontemu a abekode ho mu aboma na se din kramu asa ene no ede economy and it's more likely most year na on a seat of the 9th of the seat of January and you dissolve the current parliament na for usher in the parliament na eban. So for this example here was the 8th parliament, so we are looking for the same on the eve of 7th, no, that's the midnight, crossing to 7 January. Now say usher in the 9th parliament. So here me a part there. Today will be the last day for a lot of the members of parliament. Yeah, call on the ticket of either the NDC or NPP, and that will be the last day for a lot of them. Yeah, almost be JMO or Mashay, a few one there. A baby rock up or the season. You can went to me and come on the season. Basically, what's going to happen here? Say, you want to about front and a best so I could frame now almost shine. I can't tell me this, yes, say, or the pepper and a babasum. Oh my God. So as and when and about 2 months, my chance, the best I go back to Ohene Amponsah or Mashay film. Na watch the near ekoso mrahye bedwafio semeno ka say Dr. Tutubuai or ye bruta, one of the finest political marketers in our country. Say amanyofoni bi enimua enka oma consulting da ma say we shall say drafte proposal design kwa betimi afa so market empo wasempo kura on one of the challenger I know most of our politicians know 1 year one how to market products now or mwankasa ayen how to market the product being a human being as a probably be a member of parliament and as a mampeni how to market the pan say be ya Ghana for bagina to say ampa esimesi we die obi adwuma bo mo form me ama boys niggas na question chemu ase ye market too Dr. Fishapa
Avenko ba tu yeminia
afise say na nyame am na sie na ye kese a chense ne hu ne
amen ye pega na nkoso
yes
tie mpa bo ne say afise say na o man Ghana fa ntuma pa afira
amen
na de Ghana for hwe animu ema o moto about 7th December no
okay
na Yankopon ada Roma se ni nyina akora ma ya na de fata Ghana for no
yeah
na yen saka
okay me se ne be bungu ntaw
se o hwe ba bia o ba mechia ahwefo ni etiko yesanso mamo efishia pa mechia mikrom asante achimekuti ase mechia obia mechia me maami bia owo ahafo Gambia number 1 anti ya unu ukunu aja kwesiantachi ane Gambia number 1 CAC fo nyina mechia mo
okay
I say oman no eyi yo na ye nyina ye pe so ahunti no so hwe se de abato no ko ye na me de misusu se Ghana fo na omu nyini ewo abato mu
okay
a similar trend ye hu a similar trend was 2016 and even getting to 2020 so
yeah
the same trend ewo ebaye but for the intervention of a particular variable.
Okay.
And trend in 2016 no, and repeat it 2020. But in the 2020, 2016, there no a repetition.
Okay.
So now it tells you that and I'm who say voters are Ghana hano drifted towards a particular direction. It is we are Manyoni, we are president, we are MP, member of parliament, we are parliamentary candidates, so we are party leader. Once a kwanya first year normal from 92 down to 2000, down to 2008, 2012, 2016. 2020 ya o humbe kire wo so we say abrabom no ekwan ya wutu no ehum ye friend say emwa
okay
and I said na odeboa ahonye sa
yeah
se wutu kwan na se ukọ wakurase a ya na fo say bia sabe expenditure na ho no e form so but se wutu kwan akokurumu a now bank crime na nim say oba behind dan timber ho 1500 Ghana cedis oba faso oba dwene ho no so amayofo no am monitor the change in voter behavior
okay
na o man fa am planning sa na ebeko no
okay so to me to was here for 2020 outcome no na enkaye ahead of 2024.
Yes.
So we share baby a free in 2016.
Enkayen bought from 2016.
2016.
Yes. But 2020 no, nanka 2016 eba be repeat. Ma misi su dia say MPP could have lost the election
in 2020.
In 2020. Senya COVID. Yes. You know, I've said it.
Hey, look about this serious.
Yeah, oh yes, it was true.
Nanka MPP be losing
2020. I mean, look at the margin. NDC do close to you.
Okay.
Okay. But for sympathy votes and because rational voters, because of the approach of Nana Akufo-Addo towards the COVID. So what I say?
Okay.
It is a anchor from and the reason was that Ghanaians, especially rational voters, now realize that Nana Akufo-Addo was a caring president.
Okay.
All right. And he actually cared for the people in COVID. Those interventions, now they put your fellow Ghanaian speeches, briefings, and
okay, so before that, na dear Nanka 2020, ebema NPP lose election, if not because of sir COVID year,
the same incident in 2016, the ex-president John Mahama called opposition, which has to do with corruption, mismanagement of state funding, poor economic drives. You see, those were especially corruption charges against okay, your friend is saying a Japan issue no okay, PDS issue no and these were strong allegations against the MPP government, which could have taken the MPP off the seat. So what is here? But for the interventions, COVID no, or the two hono, and nona, a normal exercise. Say okay, even in COVID time no, all presidents who couldn't manage COVID lost the election, including Trump. Okay. Yes. But his approach to COVID was superb.
Okay.
Fatherly, caring, and all that. And a civil situation.
Okay.
But in 2024, what the total 2016 one, there wasn't any difference. Economic hardship, the loss of your friend is saying, the city losing weight against the dollar.
In terms of the variables, and Ghana for basically be almost or compare 2016 and 2024. The difference be actually different. So does it mean say as on mine one a no sebi omunsuya bibi fem free near ato afoforo e pen ne ye hu no mamu pen ana se eye se unya bedi sa power na sa tumi na emma won fa woni nkonkohwe ne ma e chia no ene ka o ma ye repeat certain mistakes e dey kan akoso
me kan say e dru ba bia na trimu de
okay
ena
complacency
ena dwe
ahomaso arrogance
ena pride
ena dwe na bem
so it is our normal way mu no ena normally a share voters in a bufu.
But we have learned this thing from 1992.
Yes. And any time that voters begin to signal, you see, Ghanaian voters are loud. Omakasa.
Okay.
But Okasa drew baby, no won't hear no idea. It is also year 2016. Oma yebe to abano. Oma no ye din sa for about 6 months. Ubuso obi anchere na adwene. So
okay.
But signals and naba somewhere 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
So people, some of the multimedia.
Yeah.
It will receive comments. Phone see, people will be talking.
Sure.
So what is here? Because the media becomes the mouthpiece of voters.
Yeah.
Or no, and the whole pen will be to me a Kasachere president. No a Kasachere bang. So Kasa na wintia. So na afi wa ye din. Say the bit it be a 7 December baba. So that is the attitude of Ghanaian voters now.
But Dr. Baba share a honum no. So can we continue? Say esimesiaba or mono modern yaka ontie and ye 7 December. Meanwhile, the kind of losses we'll be making in that period now ontie no are huge. Yare wom, ahunchire wom, owo wom. So till when you bet me at Nasi Amana Kwakwa say, you can't no muntia, you bet choke one corner at the atron 7 December.
Once in our constitution,
what if you don't get to 7 December?
Once in our constitution, no, it's quite even difficult. Say, Ube movie towards vote of no confidence against a president. So nka no ho dia ene nka me sure say a lot of people will raise that reference article. But I'm here open my MP.
Maybe we need to have a second look at
it.
Suddenly.
Okay. But they only have up to the end of your 4th year to make a determination. So what you say? Because the moment you elect a president, yeah, part of the world, or my yetimuno, we elect a president, we are voter, you become vulnerable. You are rendered powerless. When you say you can be, or better transfer man 4 years and
above.
Oh yes. So I think the only clause there should be the processes of vote of no confidence. You know, we initiate those things, and then it comes out with proof, and then we are out. Okay. I think one of the countries recently, I've forgotten, they started with this issue about vote of no confidence because Omo president Akufo-Addo trigger EB clause B with the intention of implementing it. And martial law. Yes, South Korea. So, and because of that, he has been impeached. So, and because we don't have that kind of power and authority in there, you know, Adiano, we train and I was already we train 4 years in the back. So, now, from what I've seen in 2016 and 2024, no, is that Segana fu ebufuwa omede omkukumuti. In fact, it has shown clearly, based on the vote differences about 2016 and vote differences about 2024. No.
But that's saying the panobenya no enyewe Dr. Thomas Boabembo called here official pastor. Because the Ghana for see number and okay after all, 8 years now to be my.
So
we would decide to.
But the point still remains that yes, you probably media sure say both major parties, you know, Ombeshe ni say obenya first term and second term.
Yeah.
Okay, but if the process is truncated in the first term, there, then now call back. Ubenya bibi kurana and this is what transfer for 8 years.
As somebody showed this was some in term.
Oh, so, but
send piano from 8 to 4. Now also by I'm making sure say we stabilize the office, not the next best 4 months. So
yeah.
So who best 2 years office one more, or say or first and half into the second year no, which has all make income.
Obi abo ni so I apegada.
Doctor Thomas
say omunye wura mu saa na.
Yeah.
Na first 2 years ni ana eyan han. Etino obeto ne bo access stabilize normal na asefo no. So that you don't even get the luxury of time say you are doing certain things. Sure. But was stabilizing the first term new year. Second term is when mostly swasha. Second term na ya na pride, the nominate arrogance, the nominate etisim.
So on election be will be on fire.
Why enjoy power nominate asifo nyina.
Doctor, every share pastor.
I think come sign who be.
Amen.
I think say any on kwani hode.
Amen.
Ni asumdwe.
Ni
I hot on the chance. Kwani hode ni asumdwe. Na honemu fa hot on the say.
Is a check. Is a Ghanaian voter becoming impatient because the BOT in Penifuna and Omo Kenya say, okay, oh share pow. Share pa ya woman Ghana say the Ghana bedu some pen na Ghana for and na Ghana for twaba no me tie ohwe and near money de agu akwamua.
It's not just the Ghanaian voter. Okay. And you Mamemfa kwenye na menchia afefoni atifu nyina na me na wase so am opportunity yenso ye mekire kakra yenim enye se abutre na Ghana voter no enhye danni.
Okay,
there are some critical things abi a menu ha ye be sha se ni ahwehwem ni ehu or research kwanso.
Yeah.
Across Africa, it appears, say, gradually, the citizens are not so much interested in future nation building.
Okay.
And you know, I say, your short-term needs, you know, ya dominate nti wo hwɛ sister ye nyina wo hwɛ baabi o ma yeku baabi ye to aba o ni ade o people vote along the promises of bringing bread and butter today.
Okay.
And the old banner there also person who see now some 50 years to come no Ghana be to say US ubelusu. That is what is happening now.
Baby ya man yosem no
akodu no. So bi mu didi
hwe kwan se be pe obi a obe build on mine.
David what's all didi.
Ba wa be ma ya didi sesi.
Enna ye nyina ye be didi. And that is why I'm difference what you ne the so-called Western democracies no e wono no.
You had ask on your money sir.
Omono. Oh there be omono ye more patriotic.
Oh, okay.
Or dwene o man no ho.
Okay.
So obesofa kra na ne mma beba na o man no ho a ope. So be wu kra na ne din be bata ho so no protect o man na ope. Ba ha de be say say kwan ye nwe. Ye kwan. Nti free senior high school nti den. Nti ye nidi. Nti no wa obetimi aba the reason why aban bi aba in our recent past the first term no ya na or second term easy man to win no.
Okay.
Because they say the new president yenyani.
Yeah.
So nema na okeka otimi yi bia no yi levy fi ho.
Okay.
No yi betting tax fi ho. Am for you be fina 4 years aba. Senko second term.
Okay.
Ansana nipa obi amfa ho tse ne kwan agugugu so ne niema ye nyina beka ho kra amfa no wadidi awie wame. And that is a worrying. It's a worrying trend.
But one create adu am na be an imprint to the mind of a Ghanaian voter. Say afi ma menwe ni medi ho instead of say medwen se ne besimi ayo man no. E like e to bia na eya say ye ka se manya me nhire nipa. Uno nwa na akọ university. Munyina na mo pa adwuma no no so man call
politics.
Nipa e bia so ba civil servant bra. A dan ya want to turn after 30 years no. Within 2 years in politics water.
Well, children are the crowd, the oberent to crowd.
What you call me sasa asebo obedi akoto sada. E 2 year there na ye we nyina wi abeka kire me say. Oh, mo twen ye nsiesie o man. Obi affairs na woti wasi fie. And all of a sudden what of your cantonment AU village. Now she mo bojo be katem sa kwesi twen I odi am enhye aban no bo no. Mint twen.
Which are plane no akoya adore.
That is it. Yeah. Mint twen.
Yes, and that is the problem we have. And you know I just said, and I said it here near to abano here platform ya also say a golden opportunity pana the incoming president wenya because do so one term.
Yeah.
Ube here ni pa emfa no ho say one term na chi ube lusu.
Okay.
To bring this country back. Because on hwe bibia on the be obey be maga na gina e be koy enim no nkoa na wo hwe. Si enya bibi sa de a e betumi but say obi be ka say me pese mo ma me 20 years me ga na ye no wo kan ye different from the o kan ye de wo ye wo.
Yeah.
Ye nyina wo say ye nyire ye ho. But ye hu wabrabo enti ye nyina be didi. That is what I mean by obi abe didi.
First now didi nkoa de not because doctor na say we is sawa.
Wo didi de ye nyina be didi.
Simple. And now we are punch.
Yes. Obi abe didi.
Ame ko na she dwafie biem sa emra Ohene Amponsah about the body of talk credit from my Ghana. Mra she be dwafie Ohene akwa ba biem. Ave mi ahwe de na ekoso de biem na assess.
Yes sir.
Afi sheba.
Hello akosi.
Ohene afa de na se ekoso mra she dwafie biem.
Say senia ye kan no. Yewura eye chamber mu ase se wo hwa empanimfo wonim se ye ka the state of the nation's address se bio enye Ghana fo nko a na wo soso wo hwe se wo chefa ebewo mu nanso no hwa eye aman ahodo a wona twa ye ho ahia to da bia na ambassadors ahodo na face commissioners ahodo nso so etimi eba enu nti se wo hwe mensa eye nifa so a wo se eye amanfo anasa aman ahodo nsienimfo emo oman mu ase dodo no ababetena the public gala hɔ a ɔmo bɛhwehwɛ ɛnea ɛbɛkɔ so afei nsɛntrɔfoɔ nso so aba ɛne ɛnya asɛm kumakra sɛ wohwɛ mu a sɛ wohwɛ m'akyi nso so a sɛnea yɛkae no ahobanbɔfoɔ so ade a wɔba akyɛ sɛ enti the latest ne sɛ sɛdeɛ yɛkae no dwumadie no ankasa deɛ sɛ wohwɛ chamber no mu ankasa ɛnyɛ ade a mmarahyɛ badwafoɔ no obiara ɛde aba yɛnim sɛ nti a wɔn baayɛ nanso no edu saa abere yi a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛtɔre bi wotumi ba bom sɛ ekuaku ɛtɔre bi nsa wotumi ba mu sɛ ankrankra nti no the update ne sɛ sɛsi a baabi a yɛdu no sɛnea nneɛma nyinaa ayɛ krado no sɛ wohwɛ ne ntenten so baabi a ɛyɛ speaker ɛtena sɛ wobɛpane a pane na yɛnhwɛ ɛyɛ akonnwa a esi ɛyɛ ɛpono no so no na kwasi saa akonnwa yɛ esi hɔ sɛ asɛsɛdwa no a esi hɔ nom no ɛyɛ baabi a ɔman ne tumi ɛhyɛ in fact yɛde dua bi anaasɛ yɛde dadeɛ bi na esi hɔ yɛfrɛ no the maize no kyerɛ sɛ the authority of the nation anaasɛ ɔman ne tumi a yɛde ahyɛ amamra no anaasɛ mmarahyɛ badwa no nsa nti no sɛ maize ni hɔ no ana yɛde saa yɛde saa akonnwa wo abɛsie ɛno kyerɛ wo sɛ ɛnɛ ɔmampanin ɛba ɛyɛ mmarahyɛ badwa fiase ɛsane sɛ ɔman no tumi nyinaa no ɔmampanin nsɛm ɛna ɛhyɛ ɛno nti baabi a yɛde maize no esi a ɛno na ɛkyerɛ ɔman no tumi no ɛhɔ ɛna asɛsɛdwa no ɛda na sumi a ɛda soɔ kama ɔman no ahusuo ɛna yɛde ayɛ sumi no a n'ɛkyɛ sɛ ɛwɔ hɔ nom no ɛsane sɛ ne abɛɛfo biribiara yɛ soronko baabi a wobɛgyina sɛ wobɛkasa bi a no wɔ tablet afei nso wɔ microphone anaasɛ akasa mu a wobɛkasa mu ɛno nso ɛna wohwɛ no ma yɛnkɔ soro hɔ no baabi a yɛ a speaker ɛtatena no akwasi sɛ wohwɛ ɛhɔ nom a wobɛhu sɛ ɔman ne tumi the crest of the nation no ɛno ɛna ɛbɔ soro hɔ no ɛno ɛkyerɛ wɔ sɛ tumi a ɛwɔ mmarahyɛ badwa fiase no ɛso ɛna ɛkorɔn nkonnwa na esi hɔ nom no sɛ wahwɛ a ne ho ɔfɛ papaapa ɛyɛ maako mmiɛnsa speaker adeɛ wɔ mu ɔmampanin adeɛ wɔ mu ɛna afei nso ɔmampanin abɛdi akyire ɛsoso adeɛ wɔ mu na ne edu saa abere yi a yɛayɛ no kama ɔman atemua for panin ɔno nso so ɛbɛba bikyɛ attorney general bɛba the chief justice of the land ɔno nso so ɔbɛba na yɛka wei nyinaa no ma yɛnkɔ soro ase sɛ wahwɛ a yɛsɛ a ɔman bia no yɛ nananom anaasɛ ahemfodea ɛno nti ahemfo ɛna kyerɛ sɛ wɔn nso so wɔkyɛ sɛ wahosuo ne wɔn ntoma kyerɛ sɛ wɔn afira wɔ kente fɛfɛɛfɛ ɛna nananom nso ɛde aba bɛdu ɛsoro hɔ nom a wɔso so wɔhwɛ sɛdeɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ mahu ɛyɛ ambassadors a kyerɛ sɛ wɔso so sɛ wɔhwɛ a baabi a wɔn ɛte no ɛhɔ nso so ɛna ɛyɛ baabi a ɔmanfoɔ no ɛtena na sɛ yɛkɔ ɛyɛ ketefoɔ ɛne baabi a wɔn nso so a wɔbɛhwɛ sɛ agodifoɔ nso bɛba na ha nso so atumi aba abɛyɛ kamakama ɛno nso ɛwɔ ha the police band nso so egyina mu ɛna afei nso mpanimfoɔ ahobanbɔ mpanimfoɔ nso so ɛso so edi mu akotene yɛn nyinaa akyi no ɛnya ade a yɛyi nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ ɛde afiri mu nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ nso deɛ wɔ cameras ɛne wɔ biribiara yɛ ready a kyerɛ sɛ wɔn nso so wɔn hwɛ kwan sɛ ɔmampanin ɛba no a wɔɔba no biribiara nso ɛbɛtumi akɔ so wano ɛno ɛna ho sɛ friend wɔn a nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ ɛna afei nso wɔn camera anaasɛ wɔ fidie a wɔde twa nneɛma a ɛkɔ so wɔ mmarahyɛ badwa fiase ɛno nso ɛna ohun nti ɛbɛtumi aka sɛ aha nso so deɛ sɛ wɔhwɛ mu a na kyerɛ sɛ aposifoɔ the central police band ɛna wɔn nso so wɔyɛ krado sɛ ɛnɛ sɛdeɛ ɛkɔ so biara no wɔn nso wɔn ɛyi wɔn ho nyinaa no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a the state of the nation's address ne etwa toɔ ɛma na Adom Akufo-Addo ɔkyima piesie a ɛnɛ ɔde bɛ ɔman no na ɔbɛgyina simpie so ɛwɔ mmarahyɛ badwa fiase na ɔde ato ɔman no anim ɛno ɛna yɛhwɛ sɛdeɛ ɛkɔ so mɛma werɛ mfi sɛ Ohene Amponsah kakabo megyina mu ɛwɔ Ghana mmarahyɛ badwa fiase a biribi ɛbɛtɔ fam biara no yɛde ɛbɛma ɛnɛ yi deɛ ɛnkyɛ sɛ wohwɛ ɛyɛ me nsa nifa so sɛ a aha ɛyɛ dɔm kuma afa mu me nsa benkum so ɛyɛ dɔm kɛseɛ afa mu nanso nkyɛ biara no ɛbɛsesa ɛsane ɛnkyɛ Parliament ye ewie na dwumadie foforo ɛde ɛbɛba ɛkɔsi
so Ohene before abɛkɔ interest baabi a ɔde afɛ ma mefa onyina wakakra arrangement na ɛwɔ efio nom no Menim se na ye sie wo chamber hall makasa nti na me movie Parliamentary Conference Center no. So now coming back to the chamber no, the arrangement ye no to suit the current number of MPs atomo so abana. Na me bisa say wo he chamber hall no na esiesie na penfo ye no. Ye amna suit the current number of MPs ye hwe no mu say Omeba Parliament on the 9th Parliament nana.
Akwesi medase. Se wo hwe nsiesie no a ye no a ye emprempren ewo eye mrahye bedwafie ase a ne di kan no ye nsesan emuye na bebia dom kuma no ete emprempren ano eno enewo ahase ena dom kese no nso so ete eye ne sei eso na wonim se nsiesie no eye ne abrofo kasa mu efre no the working table no a wona ye ne bibia na pono no mo ye no bibia hyemu wakasa mu die ne bibia o tablet so hyemu me gidi se ansa na mrahye bedwa we ebe sori so na fofora ba no wonim se akonwa ba ako aba beka ho sa constituency aba beka ho ma no ye eye 276 na no se no eno se ye de ba ko beka ho na mum se we no mo esore so a megidi se nsiesie mapa abetimi akoso na ye hu se majority for enyina eti ni sei na afenso so minority for enyina eti ni sei so emprempren de se de etie na ye nsiesie na se de kane no ye hunu no saa na ye hunu ma ye hwe eye konwa mienu a ewe animu ne yedi kan se obehwe se konwa miensa na tuntum ba ko eka ho normally tuntum no eye leaders ne dia enu nti tuntum a wo hwe ewo ofidie no so nifa so no ne di kan no eye Keselato force no ye minority leader into no ne dia na tuntum ena ne toso ne kan ho no so eye leaders other leaders no so ede saa na akọ edom kese no afam so tuntum no so ewo honom no eye Alexander Afenyomo Akendia ena ne aka no so ye leaders but mayenhwe mienu bi a eno no mienu pe table no anasa pono mienu pe na wo so eno sa table no mpenifo bi a wona ba mrahye bedwafie ase ya wona ache yiye na no so ebi a na wadi ni anim anasa wa leader na wapon ananso se wawo ha na mo ache eno ti mienu no Cletus Avoka Apo edia ena Yera Collins that wonim se sa nkrofo yi omo ye pabeni omo ba mu ede ache afi ne wechi wonom so ewo benkum so esoso Yera Joseph Oseiwusu ena afenso so second deputy speaker Yera Andrew Esiamadia eno nti as nsiesie no de metimi aka se de etie kane no saa ena etie na momu no nsachira ne se yewie na se yede eba ne nyina no ye behwe na ye wu se ye behwe ni ye hu se nsiesie no se de awokoye no wo besiesie no na afede akọ se de ebe eko na wonim se ya ba yi no ne nyina no tumi nti anase ye hwe mpempen so se na obi abetena se arrangement a ene mpenifo de atodwa ene se so hwe akonwa edi kan no a omampani abedi akire eba betena se na fe speaker betena se na fe omampani nso so abetena se na chief justice so ababetena se ansana yede bibia ede ahyehye so mekase ene dwumedie no yesoronko ne soronko ne se esa ne se ene ne de etwato na omampani eba fie nti sa wo hwe ahosu no asesa bibia afie so ensentropho ede enso so na ewo soro hanom nti hade kosi nhye no ayesoronko se wo hwe asede ankakane no behun se other papers vote and proceedings ehoma nkrata hodo a edidi dwuma enne ne nyina no ade a eso ate na ne ohun efita no a ohun ewo mu table no so no eno emra anase bills ahodo a wode ababedi dwuma ewo emrahye bedwa no mu sese nanso ebetimi akase ahade ene de kwesi ebrepe ne bekire sede niema ebetimi akoso ewo ha ye hwe kwan se empanimfo bi ebetimi ede aba me no kase mehu Bishop Gordon Kese ono ɛna wɔyɛ ɔsɔfo panin baako a ɔwɔ ɔman mu ɔno nso so abɛtena ase na ɛnɛ deɛ wohwɛ mu a asɔfoɔ deɛ wɔ mu afei ambassadors ahodoɔ wɔ mu ɛna kyerɛ sɛ wɔn hwɛ sɛ wɔdwumadie ɛde akɔ
mate Ohene Amponsah yɛbɛda ase yɛbɛsa aba hɔ no mu ebiem na yɛabɛtoa nkɔbɔdeɛ ne so ɛde yɛfrɛ to Ohene Amponsah ama ne bɔ ne ɔto nkra frɛ ɔman mmra hyɛ wogya fiem and body frɛ no ɛba ɛno no quickly enura so yɛ NPP a me yɛkɔmpanfoɔ mekyerɛ the National Council enso kɔ asetena ɛkɔ set up committees ɛna afei so mo asa nso apaw ɛyɛ leadership yɛ ɔmɛkɔ the minority caucus yeah basically for the NPP MP so mo kɔ mmarahyɛ dwafiem for 2025 going a statement a one more Justin Frimpong Kodua the General Secretary Nisa Esha said Mwapa Onipa Enum for the 9th Parliament as the leadership on the minority role. The minority leader no still maintain Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Marken Esquire. Then Deputy Minority Leader Honorable Patricia Apiaje. Then the Minority Chief Whip Frank Ano Dompre. The first Deputy Minority Chief Whip Honorable Habib Idrisu. Second Deputy Minority Chief Whip Jerry Ahmed. So these are the leadership for NPP Apomo to Parliament for the 9th Parliament in few days to come. Doctor, I'm saying now senior call my shave film. So my issue here is the political class no live life say I will say Timamufono no inyabotre eme de chechire o mayana.
There are three enema mi ensa bi ho a they say you know citizens ni ni abotre.
Okay.
Na ye ni abotre ni gina na ma ba mi ensa bi so.
Okay.
Because mpanyimfo no a leadership by example ka ye be hwe omo asua no de omo ye no enti ehye nipa bufu o kom fa so bo omo bra ene hwe unu one interesting thing obu ho kra onya de boni bia o obu ho kra sabi okura ne bibi dada o na bra bom nanso onyanya political position pa o na na ne bibi asesa so obechie nipa kra ye problem enti no ase na ya build ya ma kwan kase abeda ye ne amanfo no entem enti hweso boni a ye mpanyimfo no de ma no enti na ma oman ma no enso enya abotre no ye one.
Okay.
Another one is education pa nchire
oh
ma ye nyina ye ho se ye di ye mfa ne se nka mpanyimfo no kura no ba fom abrabom ani bia skasemu ne nema mu abema ahye nkrofo no bufu na ye ankasa nso aye amama no se pe democracy dia o se tie ase de gina ho ma efiri se echire bi ebehwe se election we say atu abone analyze ni ya anya se nkofo bi bufu no mkotuti ya obi o yo group bi o memu ha mbufu a omonto ebinum bufu a omatu atia o
okay
ani group bi at appropriate time we discuss
okay
ani o other group bi a ono ne bufu a onkoto ma we enso wonko
kora
nti enya education afa ni ebehunu se odi ebehunu se bedi be 1 month 2 months 3 months 4 months obehun consensus amanfo be hyase nti nia si enyina ye pa o si etimi esori waka ne ma the whole world ehunu se ha ne pese de ma ne de eko na so obeka se de obi ye nti yankoto ne ade ni nya but nipa nti ase Jesus ye sheda kire no manipa no ne su ehunu no hu ne ma bebre ani so.
But who say, Doctor, I think it will feed into a national development plan that Amanfono must also be aware. Say Ghana students to say the next 5 years, you better acquire a beer 70,000 kilometers of road. It is found say NDC never, and found say NPP never. ɛda hɔnom ɛsa yɛ nyinaa te ho ase. But this is the case, sir. We tweak national development plan to suit our manifesto interests.
But do we have one?
Yeah.
No, but any issue policy in there.
And I'm because NDP is for COBO.
Oh, on paper they say OB that. If you go back to even how the document is put together, say one of the finest processes I mean arrival at policies. On paper. Bottom up.
Okay.
So, per our local government and the decentralization policy, it is supposed to start from the unit committee. Now, more concerns are not feeding into the sub district sector. Now, feeding into the district. And whatever district is presented to NDPC, is supposed to be a clear, the real concerns of the citizens down there. But most of the assemblies, they just change the dates. For 1992, dear, just a data collection bed on day. And you know what we sent to the NDPC now, Wakabum 260. Now we are going to have 261. We find out more. In practice, it has nothing to do with what is happening on the ground. And you know,
like the plan now, NDPC idea man, because your back there TB. Some of the content,
in most cases, data informed by current data.
Okay, it concerns need to be addressing the current needs of the people.
No, how will you achieve that? OBTN
yeah, the analog base of the data.
OBTN now command a diarrhea draw. Well, then now because one diagnosis an A wrong, and then as a country now see a city up, because in putting together a document a bit my friend is a national, even district, a district plan, the medium term development plans, if you're able to get it right, any problem be. Because I don't know bet together my national one. But I don't know go and find out how they collect the data. Go and find out the priorities. And you know, and because of our system of democracy. Your constitution, the winner takes all this animal, it doesn't help.
I also think that, you see, the inability of politicians to absorb professionals.
Technocrats.
Some of these technocrats.
In fact, I'm not coming, but looking at the kind of appointments now,
because the dog can, it's just a simple application of strategic planning. So, local government act. It's just a simple approach of strategic planning. The bottom-up approach or the top-down approach. So, say, dog can simply say, one of the things are intimate continuous governance. Now it appears that every 8 years there's a change of government.
4 8. Anything can happen now.
There's a change of government. Now the reason is that one of the reasons which I agree to the Prof. Khan say, look, say, who ye bibi, na mente dia way na sia. Would you say me no be adwene? Me no nya adwene. Me no nya adwene. Ti na me can say President Akufo-Addo in 2021 because he was giving continuous updates. So we when see na say no why. So what you say? Oh, then it is good. But when we become a president, then we are not being accountable to the people. We say obey rules 14. Let's assume general rules, me fancy 14, 15, including first class rules, and your friend is saying
feeder rules.
Feeder rules. You also obey 15. Here. Okay. But regions be na districts be na constituencies be na how is the distribution like?
And why?
And that's why I can say we 15. And we don't know where you intend to build these rules. So what I say.
Okay.
Number 2, say then you come and report to us in the State of the Nation address. Say we can so be 15. Why you move 5? E why infra? Unchere. Sika can unka. So, but if I'm a president, let's say I'm so okay, me 15. Ghana for 15, no, you were 16 regions. Ebia me no kakra me the first class roads because Accra capital of Ghana no. Me asphalted roads or Ohene because there seems to be no one problem no aba na Ghana for ati say at the current out the asphalted roads Accra no in okay may feeder roads ebia western region because when the food basket. So but for the meantime no, this is what we want to do. Okay. It will start here 2-3 years. Then you come out to tell us, say, oh, they may come also western region. My it will be a Ubiano can verify. Media for you can go and verify. So that is transparency. Media comes out to the reports. Adom for call Akwa assess it. Ya chat about TV so will be actually. Other TV radio stations are call reported. The tribal president, the Oka, it was State of the Nation address, were delivered. So, but we now the same 2012 State of the Nation address near the about 2016. The same thing near the about 2020, 2024. So, what is it?
Okay. So, as a doctor, maybe I can say,
the technocrats.
The technocrats, yes. The appointment.
Yes.
Now, because of say, Umi and one koshe amanyo sem kakra bia obenya ba bi kese akwa akoshe no. Do we take into consideration the people you are appointed to certain positions a woman? Because you can be there to team oh a political appointment wo omo me ye man akasa
of mere managers.
They are mere managers who could take political decision. But if you don't appreciate discussion na e koso na obere timi am aye conclusion.
But the on that, I agree with you, and that is the being. It's only 3 in most cases, 3 sectors, and you pay attention to technical issues.
Yeah,
finance ministry, the BIP. Sometimes you go for accountant, don't go finance instead of finance person or economics person. And another one, that area, and defense. And sometimes interior or foreign affairs. There could be a.
I'm saying we in the constitution yet much clear. The Attorney General.
Very good, Attorney General and then Justice Minister.
In fact, many fear the maintain that say ya phobia keke so nko ya Attorney General.
No, that one is technical. And they are forced to.
Medical director so nko ye Education Minister.
Oh, lawyer on a Minister for Health. How? The person has no clue in medicine.
So you understand that. Doc Mitchell, no. So you understand that. We say, look, you know why Ghanaians were calling the heads up? Okay? Finance Minister by a tax expert. The area of a taxation. So what you say? Kenofuriata, investment banker. Check their behaviors.
Yeah.
Check their behaviors. So what is here? It tells me that when you are appointing somebody, even in spite of the expertise, okay, share the need of that sector and what you want to achieve from there. So what I say?
Yeah.
Me a teacher, I've been a teacher from the basic level to the university level. So the first appointment was somewhere in 1996 as a teacher at Gambia #1 LA DHS. So and I might go through the mail to become a lecturer. It doesn't signify, say, I have the expertise in education. But they cannot here.
Yeah.
I have teacher certificate and I have postgraduate diploma in higher teaching and learning in higher education. So, okay. But you will be developing the expertise. So, pre-education.
Yeah.
So, if I'm the president and I'm going to appoint somebody for the Ministry of Education, what are my immediate needs? Maybe I want to develop the basic level preschool. Must I go for somebody with your friend is a professorial bra or no the professor about, is in marketing and now sociology. So it is here. But his professorship is not in basic and preschool education.
Okay.
How would the person understand and function there? So
it means every we be with a kind of people,
exactly.
We need them to manage.
Exactly.
What is your vision?
Exactly.
Your vision should inform the people you assemble. If you look at the history, recent history, Nipa was assembled the best team ever in governance in this country. J.J. Rawlings.
Yes.
Well, you look around. PV of being to be Kwashi, the Ahoys, Kwashiga, and then Atuba, you know. And this man, because he himself realized that a Jumana or and you had the Air Force experience na day. Abaye.
It's not possible.
When you look at decentralization policy, it's one of the best you can find. Plus. No. Look at somebody like Ahoy. To date, that document is a living document. And you know, we need to get to a certain level who say, a military like local government. So, pay attention. Uba so si dube feel a number. Uba. Because that is the country. We have rezoned the country into 261. And you know, why would we want to appoint people to run such a ministry? Agriculture and food. Food and agriculture.
The dog who can, but I'm from big about local government.
Yeah.
Dr. Atuata.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nana Atuata.
Nana Atuata. So no a lecturer okay in university.
Yeah.
We share the PhD thesis. What the IE book is in local governance. What kind of thesis in that? And so I don't know why Nana Akufo-Addo just made him a director there. And not a minister.
But it's across all the political parties.
If you're not a contribution from campaign.
And that is the problem. That is the problem. Right now, now, one of the major problems of the incoming government is appointees.
So my argument is this. My argument is this. Kramaya sabim produce we dey take for money more. Ye take krase no. Krama na kokwachi kusi ana krante ana wotwen di bafi. Krama no dey no we. Now, resource management. Okay.
That's a problem.
From the resource-based view theory to the dynamic capabilities theory and other theories that manages resources, we'll tell you that there are different, resources that we can use. But at every level, the use of resource changes. So as we move from stage 1 to stage 2, your resource need will change.
The conditions.
But one build stage 1, I won't even go stage 2.
Sure.
It tells you that in politics, we are campaigner. We build party. Resources you need a different. We are campaigner. Resources are a different. When we come to government, the resources you need are different. Oh no. See my education. No, so that is where the failure and your problems start.
Say na doctor to boy, say na doctor Thomas, say na what they buy, and ye will name the Nikitel gede. But see about doing paper so be. Now, even appointments, President Amekewieno. Ye were party phobia a bit better that I say. Doctor to boy won't cheer, in such a day. Based on the Beckman pennies sound.
I'm contributing.
According to you on the show or Mosika.
But say, and yet, say you were resource in the form of money.
Yeah.
And you were resource in the form of building. So, any all resource in the form of vehicles.
Yeah.
Any raw materials. Will be contribution to the party. Say or share knowledge and
ideas,
direction.
Yes.
Ideas. But when it comes to ideas, a choir be first with your campaign, a choir be say, will be there training and development. Or better, so we put this on normal we see. Next year training crofo from this point to that point and that a be fa. So what you say? Aha. And we do so. Obema petrol. So
obusu do abetiesin.
Exactly. But you see, the Oma petrol, the Oma ideas ni bibia no. The bottom line is that when you come into government, you should be effective and productive. Because nipa no ton petrol no abu petrol ama wa the akọ campaign na sefo. Ubana na dwumegu aye. Ubana na dwumegu a. Obesa boss robo.
Sure.
Obeto atiyaw. You understand?
Yeah.
And you know, Ube making sure say you bring in people who can manage the economy very well, who can manage your government very well. Said the beya, say nipa no ma petrol, you say do the next election year, Obama omo. But so anyesa, na say oba na akokofa enkrofo bi a, omo nom kobo ma, omo nom didi atem. So what you say? Omo na bi omo kofa ballot bi di dwane ye no na sefo. So ahu. Na odo omo ekokoshe sensitive areas. You will feel it. You feel absolutely. But yeah. President elect Oko sorry no. Utie speech o my. Utie.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is the reality. That is the reality. Here. So wo position bi a ho. Enkrofo sema omo ka kire wo no. Be my head of department, that's why I know what I'm talking about. But enkrofo sema omo ka kire no is because they all want political favors, but not to make you succeed.
And small be ka kire wo nyina.
Yes.
Enye ni nyina na abase.
Wo pe wani madom.
Okay.
Ba nya se oboa ama wa mamuo no awubuo no akoyi ama wo.
Ba so no benya ne personal.
Obenya ono ne dia wodie. So ti ase. Obenya de ono no epe no wodie ma no na hia no.
And the problem here is that I want to say here no, we are not able to separate political appointments from reward that people deserve. Nipa say ne boa wo we ni. Wo reward bi arbe ma obia fo bia kakra be so no so. So obi benya contract, obi benya da obi. Now I know the based on the obi deserve na dia mama na kwa mama ya wo say eno apem. Enti no o ma akofa o do ma ya adwuma ne de obegina so akofa competence. That's what they do in the developed world. Enti wo kakra o ye ya okokonto kwa di animu e do petrol buy na ya wini so no kakra ni
to be your contract ba.
O de what to nchen baby. Okay. Dia me fara na be minister na say me fara na be security minister na de. Eno de ultimate konto kwa wo party rally as in you know now be interior minister. Then if you're able to link these two, now after you be him. But so long as nipa compensation or pay no in the form of appointment, and your problem. Right now you have almost 190 MPs. What should be 60 ministers?
Over 36 in every parliament.
Well, the emphasis is over 36.
If you go by the 60 ministers, no kind of. You are supposed to appoint more than 50%.
No, I think 50%.
Yeah, so basically, about 60% crana. You have 36 ministers from parliament out of the over 180.
That's what the constitution says.
Yeah, that's what the constitution says. Yeah.
So let's assume so say it's not even because the honors also lies with him. So until
so problem no with Sana. That's already your first 60 Ukraine Babrusu. But 16 regional ministers.
Yeah. But you have called the vocabulary ba. You have try and come on say best about Ramadan your FBM. Now if you have share the last State of the Nation address by former President John Dramani Mahama. Na you have share.
Yeah, sure.
The
Nanado.
And the last State 2016. 2017. Wonderful. Now if you have President Akufo-Addo also be back another day. Who should ever begin? Yeah, by say.